Yes, hi, hello students. In this video we are going to be discuss about convenient trace to find out the image characteristics as well as image position of an object when we place in front of a curved mirror. So before going to be watch my video, please subscribe my channel Wow Academy for Physics and share to your friends. So we know children. So in order to find out the image characteristics of an object when we place the object in front of a spherical mirror, we should take any two convenient rays out of 4. So total we have 4 convenient rays out of 4 rules. By applying any 2 rays, you are going to be find out the image characteristics as well as position of the image when you place the object in front of a concave mirror. So let us discuss about the rules. Coming to the rule 1. In the rule 1, the ray will be parallel to the principal axis. So now I had taken a concave mirror. So a concave mirror will consisting of a reflecting surface inverted like which I had shown you, and this will be the principal axis, and we know the principal axis also called as optical axis. Now here I am going to be take a ray which is passing parallel to the principal axis. So this is the incident ray which is parallel to the principal axis. So this will be the incident ray. Is it clear, children? Now this point X will be the point of intersection. Now try to draw the normal. This should be passed through the center of curvature. Clear? As we know, this will be pole. The midpoint of pole and center of curvature is called focus, and this is the angle of incidence. As we know that the angle of incidence is equal to angle of reflection even in case of the spherical mirror also. Now you should draw the reflected ray with the angle of incidence where R is equal to I, where R is the reflecting angle. So when you have drawn the reflected ray, definitely it will passes through focus. So finally I am concluding this rule. A ray which is passing parallel to the principal axis, after reflection it will be passes through focus in case of a concave mirror. Coming to the convex surface, here also I am taking the ray which will be passing parallel to the principal axis. As we know that a convex mirror consisting of the bulged surface will be outwarded. So this is the bulged reflecting surface. So this will be acting like the convex surface. Now I had taken the incident ray which is passing parallel to the principal axis. So this will be my incident ray, and which will be passing parallel to the principal axis. And we know that principal axis also called as optical axis. Now try to find out the normal here. So this is the point of incidence. This point is the point of incidence. Now from the point of incidence to center of curvature you will have the normal. This is the angle of incidence, where the angle between the incident ray and the normal. Is it clear, children? Now whenever you are going to be draw the reflected ray, it should make same angle of incidence. Clear? It should consisting of same angle of incidence as the reflecting angle. Now you should draw the reflected ray. Definitely this one also diverges through focus. Clear? So in case of a convex mirror, a ray which is passing parallel to the principal axis, after reflection it will diverges through focus, and this is our reflected ray. And in this diagram this is the normal. Clear? In case of a concave mirror, the reflected ray will be passes through focus or principal focus. Both are same. Why? Because why I am calling the term principal focus? The focus is lying on the principal axis. That's why we are calling as a principal focus. Clear? A ray which is passing parallel to the principal axis, after reflection it will passes through focus in case of a concave mirror. Coming to the convex surface, a ray which is passing parallel to the principal axis, after reflection it will diverges through focus. It's clear, children? Now go for the second rule. The rule 2, it is opposite of the rule 1, nothing but the controversy of rule 1. What is rule 1? in case of a rule 1, the ray is passing parallel to the principal axis. After reflection, it will passes through focus. This is rule 1. But here I am going to be take the incident ray which is passing through focus. Clear? So in rule 2, I am going to be take the ray which is passing through focus. This is my concave surface. Clear, children? This is pole, focus, center of curvature, and this will be the line which is principal axis, or also called as optical axis. Clear? Now my incident ray is passing through focus. Clear? So this is the incident ray which is passing through focus. Incident ray which is passing through focus. Now try to draw the normal at this point. This is the normal which is passing through center of curvature. So this dotted line is representing normal. Now this is the angle of incidence. Coming to the angle of reflection, this will be the angle of reflection which is equal to angle of incidence only. Now if at all you have drawn the ray of reflection, then you will get like this. So this will be the reflected ray. Clear? After applying I is equal to R, you will get the reflected ray will be parallel to the principal axis. Clear, children? So a ray which is passing through focus after reflection, it will be parallel to the principal axis in case of a concave mirror. Now we are going to be discuss about the convex surface. So in case of a convex surface, as we know, the bulged surface will be outwarded, and this is pole, focus, and center of curvature. Now I am going to be take the incident ray which is moving, which is passing in the direction of the focus. Clear? This is my incident ray. Clear, children? This is my incident ray which is passing through focus. Then try to draw the normal here. Here you will get the normal like this. This is my angle of incidence. So this dotted line is normal. Now if at all you had drawn the reflected ray which consisting of the angle of incidence, then definitely the ray will be parallel to the principal axis. This will be my reflected ray. Clear? So in this case, the ray which is passing in the direction of the focus after reflection, it will move parallel to the principal axis. So this line, this is nothing but principal axis. Clear, children? Ray passing in the direction of the focus after reflection, it will passes parallel to the principal axis. This rule is pakka opposite of rule 1. Remember, in this direction, in this manner also. Before going to discuss rule 3, I am going to be explain a small concept in case of a plane reflecting surface. So I have taken a plane reflecting surface, and let us consider the point O anywhere on the reflecting surface. Now I am going to be draw the normal. We know that the normal will be perpendicular at that point in case of the plane mirror. So this is the normal at that point. Now try to analyze my question. Now I had taken the incident ray which is moving along the direction of the normal. Is it clear, children? My question is, the incident ray is moving along the direction of the normal. So this will be my incident ray. Will you guess what is the angle of incidence? The angle of incidence will be equal to 0. Then what will be the angle of reflection? Definitely the angle of reflection also 0 to obey the laws of reflection. So how, in which direction you will get the reflected ray? Definitely in opposite direction the reflected ray will be there. So when the normal is incidencing normally, when the incident ray is incidencing normally on the reflecting surface, it will reflect in opposite direction. Is it clear, children? Is it clear my point? When the incident ray is falling on normal itself, then it will retraces its original path or actual path. This is the thing which we had learned from the plane surface. The same thing I am going to be apply in case of the spherical surfaces also. So coming to the rule 3, now I am going to be take a ray which is passing through center of curvature, nothing but passing through normal. This is pole, focus and center of curvature. Now I had taken the normal like this. Clear? Now this will be the normal and this is the principal axis. Now take the incident ray which is passing in the direction of the normal only. So this will be the incident ray. So you will get the incident ray in the direction of the normal. Then the angle of incidence will be equal to 0. Then the angle of reflection also you will get as 0 only. Definitely the reflected ray will be retraces its actual path. So this will be the incident ray and this will be my reflected ray. Here itself you will get the reflected ray. Now my question is, what is the angle of deviation? Angle of deviation here. Will you guess the angle of deviation? So the angle of deviation will be, see, if the incident ray is moving along the direction, same direction, then you won't get the angle of deviation. The angle of deviation will be equal to 0. But the incident ray, whatever the ray is passing along C, it is reflects in opposite direction. Means it is turning at an angle of 180 degrees at this point. Then after it is moving in the actual path. So the angle of deviation will be 180 degrees. Clear? At this condition the angle of deviation will be 180 degrees. Clear children? Now I am going to be take the incident ray which is passing in the direction of the convex surface. Clear children? Now I am going to be take the incident ray which is passing in the direction of the center of curvature in case of a convex surface. So this is the normal which I had taken in case of a convex surface. Now you should take the incident ray along the direction of the normal. This is the incident ray which is passing along the direction of the normal. So this is our incident ray. Clear? So the angle of incidence will be equal to 0. Then in which direction you will get the reflected ray? In opposite direction. So this will be our reflected ray. Is it clear children? Here also the angle of deviation will be equal to 180 degrees. You won't get the undeviated ray here. You will get the deviation of 180 degrees. Clear children? A ray which is passing through center of curvature in case of a concave surface, after reflection it will reflects in opposite direction or else it will retraces its actual path. In case of a convex surface, a ray which is passing in the direction of the center of curvature, after reflection it will retraces its actual path. Now rule 4. So before going to be explain the rule 4, try to answer my question. Now I had taken a concave surface. Try to draw normal at pole. As we know that the normal will definitely passes through center of curvature. This will be our normal. Clear children? And this will be our principal axis also. Is it clear children? So the principal axis is also one of the normal. Clear children? At point P, where P is called pole. In case of a convex surface, here also I am going to be draw the normal at pole. So definitely you will get this is the normal. Clear? This normal also principal axis at pole. Principal axis at pole. So from this it is clear that principal axis also one of the normal. Clear? Now I am going to be take the incident ray which is falling obliquely on pole. Clear? This is my incident ray which is falling at an angle of incidence I. This is the incident ray. So this will be our principal axis or else normal also. So in which direction you will get the reflected ray? Here you will get the reflected ray which consisting of the angle of incidence. So this will be my reflected ray. Clear children? So the ray is which is obliquely falling at pole after reflection, it should move obliquely in opposite direction in case of a concave surface as well as convex surface also. So this is my convex surface. So this is the point P, focus, center of curvature. The ray is making certain angle with pole. After reflection, it should make same angle in opposite direction. Both rules are same. So in this diagram, this is our incident ray and this will be our reflected ray, and this is the principal axis, and this also a one of the normal at pole. Is it clear children? So many of the students are doing mistakes while drawing this ray diagrams. Is it clear children? So before going to be draw the ray diagrams, don't forget to represent the coating part in case of a concave surface as well as convex surface. This is the mistake which we are going to be draw while drawing the ray diagrams. The second mistake is don't forget the rule. That is the main thing. First rule, what is the first rule? Ray passing parallel to the principal axis, it will passes through focus. Clear? Second rule, ray passing through focus after reflection, it will be parallel to the principal axis. Third rule, ray passing through center of curvature, it will be reflects in opposite direction. Rule 4, ray passing at an angle with pole, after reflection it should make same angle. These are all the rules, and try to draw the diagrams 2 or 3 times, then only you should remember. Is it clear children? Don't get confused while drawing the ray diagram. Practice, practice, practice. Practice makes you perfect. Thank you for watching my video. If you like my video, please subscribe to my channel. Click on the bell symbol to get regular updates on my videos. Thank you. Thank you.